Got a nice little new product to trial today. I haven't actually used it yet. The inventor, Dave Brewer, he's actually here. He brought it down for us to have a look at. It's all about cutting not just plasterboards, but sheet materials up to a thickness of 18mm. Klip Ez. These basically clip onto your sheet material that you're using. Once they're clipped on, you can then put this part, the straight ease, between the two, and it leaves you hands-free to do the cut, the snap, and hold it all together. The first thing I'm going to do, actually before anything, is I'm going to measure a line to cut. 200 there. Let's mark 300 at this end. Let's do a skew cut. So we'll go 300 there. The beauty of these is that this line here, that's your datum line. So whatever mark you've put on, you put that to the line, onto the board, and then it locks into position using this little aluminium clip here. So you'll notice on this straight ease, just on one end, there's a little hole there, which corresponds with this little nut here. We set that up in there, release the locking nut on the back, and then we turn this until the straight edge lines up with that datum line that we're going to use on the board. Lock that off. So this is the one I'm going to use for this end, which corresponds with that. And the other one, which I'm going to use at the other end, very cleverly, two different colours, so I know the one I'm going to use is the red one, is always going to be for that one. The other one at the other end, again, I'll loosen that locking nut off, and we'll get that until we're on that datum line. Lock that off, and we're ready to start using it. Once that's set up, we can use it all day long now. That's it. It takes a minute to set them two up. You can buy all this stuff individually. You can buy the clips individually you don't have to have the rails, because if you want to use your own level or straight edge, as long as it's no thicker than that, which is a fair thickness, I think it allows most popular levels. Pop it in there, you loosen off your locking nut, you adjust that until the top of the level meets the datum line, and again you're good to go. They're left and right handed, so they can work either way around on the board. This slots onto the board in this piece here. You can see it's very slightly tapered there, so it is, any downward force is going to keep gripping and locking, and it can be pulled out or squeezed in depending on the size of your board. So they're pretty much set up for a 12.5 out of the packet. So we've got a 12.5, so let's give it a go. So I'll leave that one there for that, and I'll start down here. So I've got my 200mm mark there. Slide that on, lined up with our datum. Pull the aluminium locking piece round to there, and that's it. That's on there. You can put plenty of force on there. Force is going down, it's always tightening up. Slide that one on, that's our 300mm mark there. Same again. Just pull that clip round, tighten it up. That's on there. Get our straight ease. Line up with our little hole on the end. Drop that one in there. And there. That's on the pin. That can't slide off as I'm dragging my knife across. It's never going to slide off. And I can put pressure on that. Not going to slip down. So I've got a free hand. So I can put that in there, start my cut. Okay, so we just snap it off. And it's cut away on both sides, so it's not going to foul the board when you pull it over. And it actually gives you a nice place to sort of stop, to get your hand around the back to cut the back end of it off. That's it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it's going to take a little bit of, I mean, like with any new product or tool, it's going to take a bit of getting used to, and especially on these clips. I mean, obviously he's explained it to us, but then he's invented it. He's worked with it for a long time now. He knows how it works. Once you get used to it, you can do it with one hand. It's a good tool. Generally, on a site, especially like this, we're working off a big pile of plasterboard. It's flat there. You know, we're just working off the pile. We're not going to need the clips. Straight edge is great, perfect for it, because if you're using a 6-foot level, you've still got to do it in 2 passes, but this, you can do it all in one go. However, say you're working in a real tight little split down a little hallway in somebody's house, which most of it's finished, and you're just working in a back room. You've only got enough space to stand 3 plasterboards up in there on their edge. This is ideal for that kind of situation, or even in the back of your van. If you want to, you know, you just need half a sheet of board cut off just for a job, and you're leaving the rest in the van. You haven't even got to take it out. You can do it in the van, take it straight in. It's ideal for situations like that. Dave has just pointed out to us as well, which we did very briefly touch on earlier, that it can be used not just for plasterboard, but for ply, OSB, MDF, anything like that. Say you've got it on a horizontal plane on 2 trestles, you can put the clips on either end, put your straighties on, and you can run your saw along it. If you don't want to get your track saw out, if you don't have a track saw, or you don't want to get your track saw out the van, you just got a cordless skill saw or something, quite easily put it on there, run it straight along the edge, and it does the same thing.